Here we go.
What's happening, people? Back with another video. Now we all know 1090 Jake, the Florida blood who exposes snitches on his YouTube.
Is this a nigga from the UK? Yo, the international commentators are like, they jump out the woodworks when this shit come on, don't they?
YouTube channel. End of sentence. Well, recently 1090 Jake has had karma come back to bite him, as he has just been exposed for giving Tampa police a statement the year that he was sent to prison. Since the paperwork has been exposed, 1090 Jake has contacted his lawyer to try and currently get the case stricken from court records. So let's get into the paperwork. Here's the first page of the paperwork. As we can see, Jacob Cherry with all his information. It then says statement taken, yes, and then a list of the suspect's description given by 1090 Jake. On the next page, we have narrative text given by the police officer who attended the scene that night. On the 23rd of March 2012, we responded to an address in reference to shots fired in the residence. Upon my arrival, I searched the immediate area for two suspects, two white male teens approximately 13 to 14 years of age. One male was wearing a red t-shirt and shorts. The second male was wearing a black t-shirt and grey shorts. He was the suspect with the gun. The two suspects were not found during this search of the area. I responded back to the residence and conducted the eyewitness's interview. See his listed sworn statement, referring to 1090 Jake. I observed two small holes in the upper part of the bedroom window on the east side of the residence. It was determined that the suspects used an airsoft pellet gun. There were no holes in the walls of the bedroom after contact with the window, and no pellets were located inside the residence. This is the first time the two suspects have been seen in the area by the eyewitness. No further leads to this investigation at this time. On the next page, we get into the eyewitness statement. The eyewitness, Jacob Cherry, made the following sworn statement. He was sitting in the living room watching television. He heard glass break in the bedroom and what sounded like a gunshot. He walked in the bedroom and saw two holes in the window. He looked out the window and saw two white teens about 13 to 14 years of age. One was a Hispanic wearing a red shirt and shorts. The other was wearing a black.
Holy. Is this true? Is this
Man,
true,
I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Is this true?
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
This ain't true, chat.
Black t-shirt and green shorts. He was the one carrying the black airsoft handgun. They saw him looking at them and they ran northbound on Fremont towards Waters. He has never seen them in the area before and cannot identify them. Now you're probably wondering, how did the internet get a hold of this paperwork? Well, I'm going to leave a clip in here explaining exactly how.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell y'all how I came upon this paperwork. And I got some corresponding messages between me and 1090 from this morning. So we basically spoke about, what was mentioned in this actual paperwork. So now he basically, I'm gonna tell you what he thinks about all of this, right? He's saying that I'm basically trying to get some get back from the whole Boston Richie situation, because what I was able to do is, on the whole Boston Richie case, I was able to obtain like all the documentation
I see y'all saying talk Playboy Cardi. We're gonna talk about it afterwards. Chill.
related to his case. It was like 14 videos and like 13 audios and stuff like that. Like his dad actually sat down with the detectives that were involved. There were two other people that sat down with detectives, so on and so forth. So this is not like no get back to get at him for putting out that video, but I was kind of agitated, right? So after he had put out that video, I did what was called a public record request. That's how most of these videos that he obtained, like interrogation videos and stuff, Florida, they follow by a transparency law where they allow the public, law enforcement, or anybody to request all of this documentation. So I noticed that on Hillsborough County, that he has multiple cases. And I noticed that there's one particular case where they consolidated all together, which he had caught numerous of cases throughout the time that basically they consolidated all together, and that all sent him to prison. right?
I'm gonna play him talking to No Jumper afterwards. I don't want to cut this person off and make it seem like I'm biased.
So on the Hillsborough County, I noticed that when you read it, when you guys look at an affidavit, it's basically what they used to say Boston Richie was a snitch, allegedly, right? In the beginning, they looked at the affidavit, they saw 3 witnesses, they notified him as being witness number 3. That's an affidavit. They send that to the judge sign off on it. Then the police come pick them up for a warrant or whatever the case may be. So I noticed that on his affidavits, it's only like 1 or 2 pages, and his case was pretty. It was pretty big, and I noticed that. I'm like, they only got 2 pages for, all of these charges. I believe it was like burglary, so on and so forth. So what I did was, I put in a public record request with the prosecutors on his case. Now I got the documentation. It's like 60 something. I want to say it's like 70, maybe 70 pages of his entire case, including an interrogation video of his co-defendant, which is Tyrell. So that's just the case that sent him to prison. Then he had another cases which he was carrying a concealed firearm, which another dude he was.
No disrespect, bro. We gotta get to this shit, bro. Let me see. 1090 Jake. I think he talks to No Jumper. Let's see what he said.
Yeah, that's an actual thing.
Every morning.
Wait, are you gonna move like?
Here you go.
Like
Oh,
that?
Some.
Let me see.
That's snitching, bro.
What if you're driving on the street and someone
Like
That's fucked up.
if like
That-
All criminals.
years
Because
later?
I'm running. I'm chasing.
Your own police work.
He got ties to the end.
Okay, here we go.
What's going on? They're trying to smear your name. What? We got to talk about it.
Man, they tight right now. I talked to the person who put it out, and he's saying his whole reasoning behind it was off the Boston Richie shit. He said he got ties to the industry. So it seems like ever since I did that video on bruh, they trying to find any little thing they can get to make me go away type shit.
Yeah, I figured. What actually happened in that situation though that was described in the paperwork?
Bro, that whole shit lame as hell. So basically, my aunt had some shit in her room. I don't want to fucking give too many details on shit, but she used to have guns and shit. And I was locked out of the room. So I went outside and I popped the window with a fucking pellet rifle twice. I shoot the window right above where the lock switch is, so I can stick like a pen or a pencil in the hole and flip open the lock and then open up the window from the outside. So when I popped the shit, I shot it the first time, it made a little hole. I shot it the second time, made a big ass hole. So I'm like, all right, fuck, now I need to make up a story. So I call her and tell her this whole story. Yeah, I heard a shot, da-da-da-da-da. I seen this, I seen that. She ends up calling the police. Police come, whatever. That's where the whole fucking narrative came from. It says in the paperwork, nobody was found, nobody existed. It was more so I tried to get into her shit, shot it, told her a story. She ended up calling the police.
That's genius.
That's a huge reach. They trying to fucking bury my boy
for
Jake
sure.
for no fucking reason. He didn't. That's not telling right there
That's
at
not
all.
snitching. That's not even the
Nah,
like.
so and this is the thing, bro. And it's like everything has come back down to the same thing, right? With everyone that's tried to say something about me, whether it was speaking with the news about the prison shit, whether anything, it all comes back down to, oh, he's white, or we ain't listening to a cracker, or we don't want to.
All right, chat. Let me ask a quintessential question. If you lie and don't, I've been calling snitches recently truth tellers. But if you lie, is it still snitching? Do you get what I'm saying? So I've been saying Robert Allen, he's telling the truth. He's a truth teller. Gunna, he's a truth teller. 6ix9ine, he's telling the truth. He's a truth teller. But if the cops jam you up and then you just lie, but you are talking to them, is that snitching? Now, hold on. I'm going to be objective. And by the way, Jake is my man's. I fuck with Jake heavy. But I want to be very clear and also fair. Right? Because, you see, Jake is on the content side of things, and he's going to be able to hop on here and talk to me and talk to Adam or whoever more times, and he's going to be more eloquent and more whatever than, say, Boston Richie. Here's my full opinion on it. I think this is why this is a very slippery slope when it comes to snitching. Because here's the thing, right? Boston Richie said, yo, I spun the detectives. When y'all play that video, I spun the detectives. I told him about some people that don't exist. I'm telling them to look up people that ain't got nothing to do with it. He says, I'm lying too. I'm just lying to the cops. However, people are saying that's snitching. I think that's a stretch. Nobody got put in jail. Nobody did no time for it. Yeah, did you speak to the police? Yes. And this is where I think, the 1090 Jake stuff becomes a little interesting because 1090 Jake seemingly has maybe a similar situation. 1090 Jake didn't put nobody in jail. Did he tell a bunch of lies and spin the police? Yes. What kind of happens is you tell me what is so different of what Boston Richie did than what 1090 Jake did. Other than the actuality of Boston Richie did that while he actually lost a family member. So his family member was lost and he still was trying to spin the cops. Boston Richie did that while he lost a family member and he was trying to spin the cops. 1090 Jake, clearly he say, he did some not fucked up shit, but he made a mistake and he was just trying to get out of, because since his parents or whatever adult called the cops, he was trying to spin out of it. Here's my point. I don't think neither of these individuals are snitches. I don't think Boston Richie's a snitch. And I don't think 1090 Jake is a snitch. But it goes back to the same quintessential question. How serious or how strict are we going to be about the snitching shit? Because we're going to call a lot of things snitching. We had one individual that got on my stream and I said, yo, talking to the police at all is snitching, or giving up a fucking, giving up, what do you call it again? If you give your license or your name, you're snitching. Like, really? The point is this. And I guess, and whenever I talk to Jake, I would ask him this one question. Bro, look at how they're trying to crucify you. Do you now look at what people call snitching a little bit different? Because if we go by some of the rules that people think they're taking from you, talking to the cops at all is snitching. That's why some people are trying to claim that you snitch, but you didn't snitch. But then if you use that same thinking to say, we know you didn't snitch and blah, 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 why can't we understand and excuse what Boston Richie did? So I think that's the only thing. And, to 1090 Jake's, to 1090 Jake's point, I absolutely believe that, yes, there's probably Boston Richie and his people probably are trying to have people put out information about 1090 Jake, which would be fair because you put out information about them, but it also drives an interest in parallel if the information they're trying to put out about you not necessarily is false, right? But it pretty much leads people to the same conclusion that you led people to about them. So basically saying if he was wrong for talking to the cops at all, well, you talk to the cops too, right? And also, if we just think about it just only based on what we know, if nobody got convicted based on what he said, right? And nobody got convicted based on what you said, if you ain't a snitch, maybe he not a snitch. And this is my thing about, this whole scarlet lettering thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Somebody says, not the same, stop it. Tiger Woo 1, I would love to hear why you think it's not the same, because I want to be very fair with it. I'm very cool with 1090 Jake, but I'm also just not gonna, say something that, you know, I'm not analyzing at the time. D'Angelo Thompson. Okay. This guy, D'Angelo Thompson, he is on it. I don't know if is he a YouTuber or something like that? Or I don't know if he's on Boston Richie's team. He said, yo, bro, Google more paperwork on 1090 Jake. This is a video? Is this your channel, nigga?
Welcome back to another episode of Raw Talk, where we get 0 F's over here. Today we have a little different topic. Somebody sent me some stuff in my email. Also, it has been proven to be official 100% came directly from the Tampa Bay Police Department. Case number is attached. If you want to do your own research, the case number is right here in the banner. Go ahead and look it up for yourself. So today we have 1090 Jake. We have some paperwork that's been revealed on 1090 Jake. And the funny thing is about this whole situation is a compadre, an amigo of mine, said, I'm ordering 1090 Jake's paperwork. That amigo of mine is actually cool with 1090 Jake. That amigo of mine told 1090 Jake that he was ordering his paperwork. And since, this was about 2 weeks ago, since 1090 Jake has not stayed out of his DM saying, I'm ordering my paperwork too as well. And have you found anything that I can post? And just very nervous about the whole situation. Now, a completely other source who is a YouTuber that goes by the name of Crime. I got to look it up. I'm sorry. I just met this
Unspoken Crime?
Yes, Unspoken Crime Murders.
What the fuck is going on here? Hold on. Let me just try to get through some paper.
Not a suspect in this case. He's actually a witness. He's actually witness number 1 in the case. The only witness that talked to the police. The only witness that identified people. Let's go. An unknown suspect unlawfully fired 2 rounds from an airsoft handgun into an unoccupied room.
Fled undetected.
Filed and undetected. Sorry, I need my glasses, All right, let's get into this. You want to read that out, Zebby? You got a good speech. Let's go.
On 3/23/2012, we responded to 80 in reference to shots fired in the residence. Upon my arrival, I searched the immediate area for the 2 suspects. 2 white male teens, approximately 13 to 14 years of age. One male was wearing a red t-shirt and shorts. The second male was wearing a black t-shirt and gray shorts. Was the suspect with the gun? The 2 suspects were not found during the search of the area. I responded back to the residence and conducted the eyewitnesses interview. See his listed sworn statement.
Eyewitness is Jacob Cherry, a.k.a. the 1090 Jakester. The 1090 Jakester.
And then he says, I observed 2 small holes in the upper part of the bedroom window on the east side of the residence. It was determined that the suspect used an airsoft pellet gun. There were no holes in the walls of the bedroom after contact with the window, and no pellets were located inside the residence. This is the first time the 2 suspects have been seen in the area by the eyewitness. No further leads to this investigation at this time.
Who's the eyewitness? Jacob Cherry, right? I see somebody in the chat say you're talking about some kids. Yes, we are talking about some kids. These kids were allegedly 14 to 15 years old who came to Jacob Cherry, a.k.a. 1090's house, shot through the window with an airsoft gun. 1090 Jake proceeded to call the police, tell the police their description and exactly what they look like. So let's get back into the paperwork.
And what isn't snitching?
Of 1090 is like he was the only one that had a car. Both of y'all went somewhere. You told him it.
All right, man. This is enough, bro. Listen, man. I just don't care about this snitching shit like that, bro. Man, snitching shit has just gotten so complicated. Like, yo, 1090 Jake seems cool to me, bro. Like, yo, this is what I didn't want to get. Like, I didn't want to get to this point of it where now everybody's looking to like out somebody else as a snitch. And that's what I did fear this whole thing was going to get to. Here's the point. Everybody's going to have to make up their own mind. I love 1090 Jake in terms of his content, but 1090 Jake, you know, even if he says that Boston Richie's a snitch, me personally, I don't call Boston Richie a snitch. I don't think he snitched. I'm sorry. I don't think he snitched. Maybe my bar of snitching is a little bit higher. I need you to sit there and fucking read it out and fucking put it on paper and point niggas out like really aggressively for you to be a snitch in my book. Maybe not Boston Richie's. Not Boston. I mean, maybe not 1090 Jake's book. And I think we all got to start using our own brains, man. Like, yo, if you think Boston Richie's a snitch, he's a snitch to you. If you think he's not a snitch, he's not a snitch. So now they're attacking the credibility of 1090 Jake. And whether he did tell her or not, I don't care. So it's like, I'm listening to the shit. I'm like, do I really
It's
give a
basically
fuck?
like somebody hit him up.
Man. Do I really give a fuck? No. So again, if you're asking me, is 1090 Jake a snitch? I don't know, nor do I care. Now, he probably very much cares. And probably other people that listen to him or watch him probably very much cares. I don't give a fuck. Okay?
It might have been.
All right.
Okay, your original case was investigated by Tampa PD. Tampa PD forwarded that information over to the Hillsborough County. They wrote up an affidavit, that affidavit was used because they.
Is he talking to 1090 Jake?
Didn't arrest y'all for this until like a month after, correct? After y'all broke into the crib, you weren't arrested until like a month after, because you caught a couple cases after that, right? It might have been like 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, it was something like that. Cause Tyrell got
Zebby, that boy trying extra hard right now to deflect.
Oh my God. Alki187 says, yo, Ackman, I'm from B-More, man. A rat is a rat. It's not that complex. No pun intended. Ack, both of them are rats. Like, come on, bro. Are y'all serious? Y'all looking at Boston Richie and 1090 Jake like a rat? Yo. Let me see if I can get 1090 Jake on here. I'll ask him some hard questions. Y'all want me to ask him some hard questions? I'll ask him some hard questions, people. Like, what is up with y'all, man? This stuff is just getting out of hand. It's like I just don't care. Yo, somebody bring 1090 Jake in our Discord if y'all can. Oh my God.
Seemed like that, but.
And then the very next day, I got hit with armed burglary, 15 counts, grand theft firearm.
Yeah.
Grand theft 5,000, 10,000, so like 17 in charge.
Okay, yeah. So, all right, look, going back to what I was saying is that when Tampa PD sent this over to the Hillsborough County, all they did was uploaded one or either 2-page affidavit where it only gave a small outline of what happened. Your lawyer had put in a motion to redact some information that was in the affidavit that was a lot more pages than what they uploaded onto the Hillsborough County. So what I did was I did a public records request to get the full affidavit. Now, I put in 2 public records requests. I put in one for the battery case that you have, which is this paperwork. And then I put in another affidavit, which was for the original case. Now, I'm still waiting on that, but apparently it's weird because it's a lot of pages related to that affidavit. Is only usually $4 or $5, but this particular affidavit was like 50 something. It was like $53 and some change. You feel me?
You're talking about the affidavit to the burglary case?
Yeah.
So what I think that is, if you haven't gotten this, did you get all the Bolo reports?
Nah, I don't.
Oh my God, man. This just reminds me. This shit's gotten too technical for me now, bro. I'm good. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yo, Facts.
Yo, what up, my boy?
Yo, Facts. You've been seeing this shit, man. What's your thought, man?
I'm gonna keep it official. And you know I fuck with 1090 Jink Act, but I'm gonna tell you
You
the
not
truth.
about to say what I think you about to
If
say. Stop it.
yeah, gang, listen, if 1090 Jake said that Boston Richie is a rat for making up names and shit, and 1090 Jake said he did the same thing, then that's literally snitching. Honestly,
So you think 1090 Jake snitching?
I don't think he's snitching. I
Hold
just
on, hold
think
on,
that
hold
he
on,
was
hold on.
young
Hold
and he
on.
wasn't really
Wait,
thinking.
hold on. I
Like,
not to cut you up, but
Not back. He can't call Boston Richie for doing that, and then do the
Seen
and
him
same.
then
do
do
it.
it.
I
Yeah.
seen him do it.
Yeah. It look different. Like, you can't just do that. Like,
nah, but I agree with y'all in principle. I do believe this kind of is one and the same, right? So it's like if Boston Richie snitched for doing that, but honestly though, I don't think neither of these niggas snitched.
Nah, they both did act.
Stop it, bro. Bro, stop it,
I
bro.
just think it's just a coincidence of finesse 2 times. Just say it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. I think it's just that.
Wait. Hey, can we get 1090 here?
I'm about to hit him right now.
Just text facts to do that.
Yeah, I got you. It just
Wait,
looked different.
wait, wait, wait.
I
All
ain't gonna
right,
cap. I
hold
fuck
on.
with
Because
Jake,
I'm
but that shit
trying
just
not to
looked
give a
different.
fuck about this, but it seemed like y'all still care about it. Oh, damn, this nigga been donating all night. Some nigga named D'Angelo Thompson, 1090, he don't fuck with you. Somebody said, wrong video act. You gotta type in more paperwork on 1090 and
yo,
and two
yo,
people
spam the
arrested.
Discord so that nigga could come into the Discord. Fuck is
Yo,
he?
D'Angelo, you gotta get in this. Oh shit, nigga, I know this nigga just. Yo, he spammed me to find the video from an hour ago. Like, yo, stop it, bro. Like, no way. I kid you not. He spammed me to find the video from an hour ago. Like, he might have made this video. Let me hear this.
Just respect the
To you, honor.
paperwork. Nobody was found. Nobody, nothing. Nobody existed.
Shut the fuck. Shut. On patrol in the area, the investigating officer observed 2 individuals matching the description provided by Mr. Jacob Cherry, aka 1090, aka end of sentence.
He snitched.
They were both read their rights and charged with blank in a residential area.
He snitched. He snitched. And what basically happens is I go in front of the judge, I plead guilty, I admit to doing everything that they said, and then the judge denies it. He snitched. I'm just like, what? Like, the prosecutor came up with this deal. Now, what I was able to do is I met a couple people that lived pretty much on my block that were also going to court here, and one of them brought up the Roxbury Choice Program. The Roxbury Choice Program is a program.
Right after coming home, he gets a plea deal. Well, guess what, y'all? Guess what? A program. After the judge denied the plea deal.
I plead guilty, I admit to doing everything that they said, and then the judge denies it. He snitched. I'm just like, what?
Judge denies the plea deal. They go back, come back with a plea deal for a program, a special program. Ain't that right, 1090?
So I was actually approved to go into the choice program.
But 1090 is all about the statements. It's all about the statements. When they question you about the murders out there, ooh, to be continued, all right? But what we hear today is about the paperwork we have today, not the one that's coming in a week or two. All right? Talking about this, all right? The eyewitness, Jacob Cherry, made the following sworn statement. He was sitting in the living room watching television. He heard glass break in the bedroom and what sounded like a gunshot. He walked in the bedroom and saw 2 holes in the window.
He looked out the window and saw two white teens, about 13 to 14 years of age. One was a Hispanic wearing a red shirt and shorts. The other was wearing a black t-shirt and green shorts. He was the one carrying the black airsoft gun. God damn it, 1090.
He snitched.
He was never seen. He has never seen them in the area before, and he can not identify them. Right? Let's go on. Right here says that he is an eyewitness. All right, shoot through.
You know, I don't want to fucking give too many details on shit, but she used to have guns and shit. And I was locked out of the room. So I went outside and I popped the window with a fucking pellet rifle twice. I shoot the window right above where the lock switch is, so I can stick like a pen or a pencil in the hole and flip open the lock and then open up the window from the outside. So when I popped the shit, I shot it the first time, it made a little hole. I shot it the second time, made a big ass hole. So I'm like, all right, fuck, now I need to make up a story. So I call her and tell her this whole story. Yeah, I heard a shot, da 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 da. I seen this, I seen that. She ends up calling the police. Police come, whatever. That's where the whole fucking narrative came from. It says in the paperwork, nobody was found, nobody existed. It was more so I tried to get into her shit, shot it, told her a story. She ended up calling the police.
Bullshit, right? But that's what y'all accepted, all right? Y'all accepted it. Boom. Legit Gary. While on patrol in the area, the investigating officer observed two individuals matching the description provided by Mr. Jacob Cherry, aka 1090, aka end of sentence. The individuals were apprehended on New Orleans Ave and questioned in regards of the shots fired. The individuals were identified as blank and blank. Upon questioning, blank and blank stated that they was just playing a prank and had no intentions of causing harm. They were both read their rights and charged with blank in a residential area. God damn, y'all read the rest. But I'm just saying.
The victim, he said, oh, I should have shot her later on live acting gangster. But in that moment, he snitched. And a lot of...
Got him. We fucking got him.
We in the chain gang and you get called in the captain's office and they say, hey, who is this? Point them out. We got pictures right here. You gonna point them out for the captain? He snitched. He snitched. He snitched. He chased her down, pointing to police, saying she caught me, right? He's a victim. He said, oh, I should have shot her later on live acting gangster. But in that moment, he snitched. And a lot of...
Got him. We fucking got him.
Youngest know not what he do. He gon'
I've seen him do it.
Damn. What y'all niggas think about that?
Going outside.
Nah, what y'all think about that?
I think that he fucked up because he shouldn't have said nothing. Like, he shouldn't have said nothing. Even though
think
he
this
was
is
a
fake
kid.
paperwork on my man Jake, man. Niggas try to set him up. This is CGI, man. DDG said it right, man. This is fucking CGI, nigga.
Can we call out the irony of the person who was calling people out and got like, come on now,
nigga, this is CGI, nigga. This is CGI. Hood magic. Stop playing. CGI, nigga.
Your man just got caught right. Your man made a standard for rat. Y'all can't move the goalposts. That's all it is. Y'all just want to move the goalposts.
That nigga ain't even hit me back either.
That's not real paperwork, though, is it? Did somebody get locked up for it?
Hey, think about this. Yo, Jake May was like, oh, Boston Richie, he ratted, he did this. Like I said, 10 like Jake made a goalpost. He can't move his own goalpost that he made.
Honestly.
Wale is spitting.
Yo, chat, get Jake in here.
No way. Nah, like nah, chat. Nah. We not believing that. Nah, we not believing that. Nah, it's no way.
Hey, how about this? In the words of, hey, it was a misunderstanding. How about that?
Nah. Nah, gang, it ain't no other way. Act like that nigga.
It's a
Like
misunderstanding.
he was young.
Okay. So from the story I heard from Jake, he said, "Yo, his mama had some guns and stuff in, or some adult had some stuff in some room. It was locked, but it was some stuff he wanted to get to. He goes outside. He takes an airsoft gun, shoots it twice, trying to get in there. Basically, the mom finds out. He makes up a story like, "Yo, yeah, I ain't do that. Somebody else did it." And then the mom says, "Oh, well, word, let me call the cops." Now, I ain't gonna lie, this straight drop nigga, I don't know who this person is who I'm playing the video. He did make a valid point, right? Like, if the on had illegal guns in the room, while it's like saying that you get your weed spot robbed and you said call the cops. I get that. That does make some sense, right? Like, hold on, yo, like AJ, if you got the trap spot and the trap spot just got robbed by the neighborhood dope man or the neighborhood jack boys, do you call the cops or not? No, AJ not even here. Well, facts or Wale, do y'all niggas, would y'all call the cops? Y'all running the trap house, niggas came in there, stole some shit. You know what I mean? Would you call the cops?
Oh, because you're gonna get in trouble too when the cops come and gonna be like, "What they stole?"
Oh, Pistol
You gotta
P.
take care. You gotta take if you're doing street stuff. You gotta take care of it in the streets.
Pistol P
If it was just
says.
a
Pistol P says, "Act, who calling the police to a house where the poles are at, bro?" Well, he said it's on call the cops. He ain't call the cops. Yo, nigga said AJ definitely calling the cops. Oh, man. I don't know, man.
Why niggas always right? Like, why niggas always gotta open their mouth? I don't get it, bro.
Well, there's two things too, right? Number one, I wouldn't call 1090 Jake a snitch no matter how. But also, I would say this, right? Yo, it seemed like he was a teenager, my guy. Like, yo, bro, like, yo, we gotta.
Nope, we can't do that because
Nah, bro,
everybody's
he was
been
a
young.
teenager, bro.
Everybody.
He didn't
Who
know
was the dude
better.
from Philly? Who was the dude from Philly? The young dude. Like he was like 13, 14. Remember his
Papa
career?
Hana, the convertible nigga.
We didn't give him
Yeah.
no. He can't even make a song now.
Yeah, but them niggas, even if they got locked up, them niggas didn't go really to jail. Them niggas like went to a program or something. Like nah, bro. Like y'all niggas is really tweaking on Jake, bro.
Bro, the minute you write a statement,
He ain't write the
you a
statement. He
snitch,
just said the
bro.
statement. So that's different.
Yo,
I'm
Act,
serious.
stop playing. Act, you tweaking. He said it.
So if you send a
Nah,
text message, it's not snitching. But if you say it over the phone, it's all bad.
nah, I fuck with Jake. I fuck with Jake. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I really like Jake. I just think that he fucked up. He'll say that he fucked up too.
God damn.
He'll say that he fucked up.
The
That
irony
nigga
is that
baby trying though. I guarantee you, baby trying ain't gonna snitch. He locked up.
You said baby trying to he finna snitch too?
Nah, he ain't gonna snitch. I believe baby trying a real one. I don't think he gonna
Nigga,
snitch.
baby, trying is out, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all though. I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. Listen, we gotta call Jake, but really to get the full answer on what's going on, man, we gotta do this, bro. Hold on.
Call Dago.
We gotta call Dago, bro. We gotta call Dago right now, dog. Somebody get Dago on the phone right about now. We gonna
Call
Dago.
Yo,
Call
Dago
Dago.
is
Call
crazy.
Dago. Call Dago. Call Dago.
Dago's my man, Act.
Yo,
Official.
AJ,
What up?
the chat voted. They say you definitely calling the cops. You know what I mean? You
Nigga,
running
Act,
it.
stop it, bro. Nigga, ain't nobody built that shit.
You running the stash house. You know what I mean? A nigga broke the locks to the stash house. You know what I mean? They didn't get in yet, but you know what I mean? They broke the locks. Would you call the cops to report that, you know what I mean, there was an attempted break-in?
Act, my phone don't dial 911.
Stop it, bro.
Act. Aren't you gonna, nigga? I hand you my phone.
Call Dago.
Whenever I see you, nigga. Try dial 911, nigga. It won't work.
Does your phone
call Dago?
Could your phone call Dago?
Nah, Dago's an official nigga. Of course it can.
Yo, nah, hold on now. I'm gonna get my man Jake in here because y'all really playing with his head. Y'all playing with that nigga like, yo, you know what I mean? All right.
Is this karma? Is this what they call karma?
What do you think it's karma? Nah, bro. Nah, like I think it's a. Yeah, I don't think I'm trolling if I say this, but I think it is a misunderstanding. I'm about to hit him right now.
It was just a misunderstanding.
Yo, join chat. Okay.
Hey, did Playboy Cardi make bail yet?
Nah, he's been made bail. So that's an old story.
All these shits be old.
Discord.
Like,
You
that
can.
shit
All right.
old as fuck.
Yo,
All right.
Act, man, you missed what happened.